Oh, just chill, just chill.
You sit here and have fun on the paint.
I just felt like I went to sleep one night and woke up the next day in the States, going on this crazy road trip.
Skateboarding is an art form. You think of art, you think of paintings and this and that, but I mean, your skateboard is like an instrument. You can pretty much do whatever you want with it.
Definitely similarities between the two cultures. I think we're all just kids that don't want to grow up, and that brings us all together.
I love skateboarding, that's my passion, that's what I do.
Push this as far as we can and do the best graffiti we can do.
We've known Brandon and the guys at Mutant Pros for well over 15 years. Through the course of us working on so many projects together, this dialogue about the similarities between skateboarding and graffiti art seemed to just keep coming up. I think that the nature of both cultures is rebellious.
Being a graffiti artist, being a skateboarder, it's hard to get full support, if any, based on the fact that the general public still views it as being something that's destructive.
People closest to you don't really lend as much support either because they see it as something that's not going to further you. Despite all of that, we still want to make this what we do for the rest of our lives. When the idea for the tour started, we just automatically thought, oh, Soffels would be perfect for this. His art speaks volumes too. Plus, we had James Haunt in mind originally, automatically trying to think of artists that styles would sort of line up together and also sort of have a juxtaposition and not be exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm talking to him now. Being a part of the skate industry for so long and creating the Mutant Pros, the idea was to work with people that are truly professional and that take themselves serious. I'm really glad Seva was able to go on this trip with us. Seva's from Holland, so when he's in the States, he's trying to get as much stuff handled as possible in a short period of time. You can take him to any spot in any city and he'll produce. The dude's practically a machine. He has a professional attitude 24/7. He lives skateboarding. If you're really serious about the art form, you have to live it. Practice is not enough to stand out in any industry, especially in the world of art and skateboarding.
Yeah, first I had to fly to New York for 8.5 hours. Then I had a 2-hour layover and then another 6 hours. And now I'm back in bed.
Rakis is 16 years old. He's an inspiration to a lot of his peers. You know, he has a lot of style, he has a lot of pop, he has a lot of potential.
What's up, man?
This is a shop called Ironlak.
I like this place.
You guys never been here, huh?
Nah, this is my first time here.
You're from LA, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from South Central. Yeah, I just saw him skate a couple times and see this guy locking in everything so easy, all these crazy tech tricks. Killing it, man. For a photo booth, just out of the blue.
It's tough for parties, man.
You get to take a picture in your fresh clothes as soon as you buy them.
It's 7:30 in the morning right now. We're meeting up with all the guys. We're about to pack up all the paint, put all the skate decks in the Red Bull truck, and then roll out to Sacramento.
We got an early start on the trip and it was cool traveling in the Red Bull truck. There's tons of stuff to do. They got a PlayStation, they got TV. Made a 5-hour trip seem like a half an hour. We got to the famous B skate park in Sacramento. Everyone was hyped to get straight to work. The park's legit. They got ledges, they got a pyramid. Let these guys warm up and then try to get some clips.
Waiting on Brandon Biebel right now to show up. There's some old graffiti over here at 28th and B that they're not necessarily wanting us to go over, which is understandable. So what we're going to do tonight is basically build these false walls, lay the buff down, maybe start sketching, and then come back tomorrow and start fresh and knock this out.
Well, Sacramento's the city I grew up in. You know, I've been here since I was a little kid. It's pretty much all I know, and for skateboarding, I loved it. The majority of skating is in Southern California, and you know, it's kind of hard to get noticed out in Sacramento. I just surrounded myself with good people and skated with everybody and kept a good attitude and ended up being able to make it happen. Reputation is everything, man. Like, you know, being cool, having a good attitude and stuff like that goes a long way. You know, skateboarding in the industry, it's crazy. Just because we all skateboard, it's not like we're all the same dude, you know what I mean? Everybody has completely different interests, but skateboarding brings us all together because that's what we all like. I mean, skateboarding is an art form, you know what I mean? It really is. It doesn't seem like it when you think of art, you think of paintings and this and that, but I mean, your skateboard is like an instrument, you know, and you can pretty much do whatever you want with it, and that's where the art form comes in, and it's constantly progressing, and new stuff is coming out, so it's like a never-ending challenge, man, and it's just, it's cool to see everybody do it in their way of doing it. Everyone's an artist in their own way when it comes to skateboarding. You know, I've been skating so long where skateboarding wasn't cool, you know, and skateboarding when I was going into school and stuff, like skateboarders were looked at as like punks or losers or whatever you want to call it, but now skateboarding is bigger than it's ever been. It's a lot more accepted, and there's skate parks popping up like tennis courts now, and everything fell into place, man, so thanks skateboarding for that.
Hey, yo. Yeah, come on up, problem, I'm insane, but who's sane? Outside, words in my brain, I ain't even got a jot. They spill off the top, cause I rose from the bottom. Flow lava, bubble like a hot tub. Giving them the shot, hit it till she pop. She don't get an option, and I'm a hitman, job done. Really sad? Yeah, they feeling that. Holla at your frog, I be puffin' on the lily pad. Billy badass, killer track, the beat dead. Necrophiliac, yeah, that's illy rap, yeah, that's silly swag. That's awesome, raw, no Jimmy hat. Dropping flows, getting drunk with a Henny at. And doggy, so they give me that kitty cat.
You can't visit Sacramento and not hit FTC Skate Shop, so that's our next stop.
What up? This is Gabe. We're at FTC Skate Shop in downtown Sacramento. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to be connected to skateboarding. Hopefully at some point you're talking about standing on the skateboard and rolling with it. I still feel like I always have to live up to something bigger. I mean, look at the skateboarders that come out of here. Cardiel, Matt Pale, and Omar, Matt Rodriguez, Judd Hertzler, Brian Anderson lived here for a period of time, Brandon Biebel, Stefan, all those dudes have seen the highs, the lows, and they're worldwide at this point. If you want to find the definition of freedom, go and paint somewhere, go and fucking skate somewhere, go and like live life and get spit at by a society that you know completely doesn't understand what's going on at all. You can't stop it. You can't stop like the force of people just wanting to create.
James suggested we check out what the party scene's like in Sacramento. We heard something was going on over at Social, so we're gonna head down there now and see what we can get into.
We showed up at the spot and things were live. Good music, ladies everywhere, and my boy James was doing his thing.
What do you guys? Yo, can we open the back window? I don't know. I guess we'll have the colors. We've got a few different options. Yeah.
We got the panel set up yesterday and started sketching. We're gonna head back to 28th and B now so we can finish the mural.
I'm James Haunt from Los Angeles, California. I'm an artist, designer. I paint large-scale murals. and I like to have fun. I originally got into art as a kid, and then I was introduced to graffiti by my older cousins when I was like in junior high. That kind of just pushed me into doing large-scale stuff, bigger pieces, which ended up, you know, like getting me into trouble. I was in and out of juvenile hall. Now, like, I think they're becoming more of a transition into doing like quality large-scale murals, because a lot of these graffiti artists who grew up in that background are still extremely talented, and, you know, doing legal murals are a way to produce like a large-scale piece without worrying about the police like grabbing you in the middle of your painting. You know, a lot of people won't understand until you're there, you're taking that risk. It's not a pretty picture. A lot of people try and glamorize it as much as possible. People get killed, shot, stabbed, beat up over graffiti. I've only been doing like legal murals for about 2 years now. So yeah, it's been fun. I try and kind of step it up and try different things when I do, and it's been exciting. Maybe not as exciting as like painting on the street, but yeah, it's still pretty exciting.
One of the great things about the graph and skate culture is the connections you make.
Wait, today's Sunday?
Today's Sunday. Damn, San Francisco is dope.
We're gonna go meet up with Gerald, an established artist in the Bay, and talk to him about graffiti for a bit.
All right, this is Gerald. We out here for Stand to Fall, San Francisco.
I'll give you $5 if you can knock 4 of them out.
$5? $5 for $5?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Down.
Yeah, one more. Do those count?
No. During the summertime, I would visit my father in Los Angeles. I met some guy named Arson, which passed away. He was from Los Angeles too, was up there for a few years, and he was really experienced. He's probably been writing for 10 years from then, you know, so he was already doing nice throw-ups, pieces, you know, fat cap flares, calligraphy tags. Like, I was seeing him up around, and then I ran into him. I was falling in love with the way this fat cap letters looked, and calligraphy letters, and throw-ups and stuff. I came back up here, and I would come out to Frisco to see walls like this, and there was this place called Psycho City on Market Street, which is no more. But it was a giant yard where you were allowed to go paint. And I used to just go in there and just take pictures and stay there all day. Every city had its own style too. LA had a different style than SS. LA got more hardcore, blockbuster related, gangster type letters, old English type stuff. Where Frisco got more kind of funk and bubble letter stuff, but also they had twist and reminisce, doing like horses and screws and different type of icon things. This guy that wrote Light, you know, KR used to just do his KRs all over. And back then there was no internet, there was no magazines barely. It was some like black and white, few like hard to get magazines. We had to really produce styles, get in our book and think of original stuff. Where nowadays, if someone wants an idea or they start writing, they just go on the internet and click their favorite graph artist and start copying their shit. I've been arrested for graffiti or related graffiti thing, like trespassing graffiti tools, 17 times on my record. A murderer can get off with less time than a graffiti writer, someone that's just doing art on private property. It's not that big of a deal, you can paint over it. I mean, think about it like this. That fence, if it wouldn't have graffiti on it, it would be rotten in like 5 years. Graffiti being painted on it all the time and redoing it is protecting the fence because it's painting it. All wood rots, all metal rusts. The way it's protected is paint. So dropping a few layers on some old building ain't hurting nothing. The general rules, I mean, this started way back in the day. Tag goes on a wall, a throw up goes over a tag, straight letters go over a throw up, and a piece goes over that, and a production goes over anything. It's pretty simple. But we always work with respect. I mean, if there's a throw up on a wall of some dude that passed away, you know, and it's been there for 10 years, you don't want to go do a piece over that, especially if you're some new booty just coming up. It used to be everything to me. Since I was 13 to about 26, pretty much ran my life. The love for the letters and the art and just the feeling you get of doing something nice or doing something in a crazy spot or doing something where no one else can get to. There's nothing like that. Self-gratification, I guess. I'll never stop doing it, ever. Unless they give me that 3 strikes and lock me up forever, but I think they've done away with the 3 strikes, so.
Soffles and James are wrapping up this wall. I think we're going to cross the street and catch up with Rockies in 7. Most metropolises have good skate spots. San Francisco has always been a destination for skateboarders from all around the world. Almost like a proving ground. Much like graffiti, the idea of going all city is spread in skate culture. You want to build up a reputation for yourself in every town.
Blue, orange. I need a black.
So we just finished a good day's work. We're gonna head back to the hotel, then maybe walk around the city a bit before we head to Oakland in the morning.
You acting like you gangster, but I know that you're not. Cause you ran for your life when your homie got rocked. Colors. Yeah, talking about your colors. Colors. True
My name is Rockies Tyson, 16 years old. Obviously, I'm a skateboarder. My ultimate goal is just giving back to the community, because I see a lot of people out there giving back to their communities. It's way beyond just skateboarding. It's about, you know, life lessons. It's about just life in general. I'm on that scholar level of thinking. I'm trying to, you know, graduate high school, go to college, and do all these things, because skateboarding is like one of the toughest sports out there, and always has been, in my opinion, you know? Going pro is something that I can always have in the back of my mind. Life works in mysterious ways. You never know, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody has the capability to be a good skateboarder. It's just the support they need, you know? Just to really boost their self-esteem to get to the next level.
We're at Red Bull headquarters in Northern California. We're with artist James Hunt from Los Angeles, Soffles from Australia, and Journey from Oakland.
I guess basically we're just having a bit of a jam with it. We're not planning it too much today. We've got James up top doing one of his girls, and down the bottom we're just going to concentrate on some lettering and some effects, and I like to mark up just some rough shapes and stuff like this. As you can see, it just looks a bit like scribbles at the moment. Some of my stuff I try and put a bit more meaning into, but a lot of it is just graffiti for me. It's almost like a meditation, just about forms and shapes and, yeah, putting colors together and in a way that people haven't really seen them before.
10. I was going on my way to basketball practice on my bicycle, because in Holland everyone rides bicycles. And I used to always pass this little skate park, which had pretty much just a mini ramp and a little spine. All I did was actually watch the guys skate, and I couldn't wait to get my own board someday. Back in the day, I used to have shoes like skate them for about a month, then they rip, and then I had to glue them or do any types of stuff, duct tape, whatever I could, for another 2 or 3 months till I finally could get like new shoes. Then my setups, I always used to buy second-hand wheels for like €5, which is I think now like $7 or $8. And they were already really small. I would see some other kids that would always get new shoes, new everything. And then they feel like, okay, it's been enough with the skating now. Time to be what they would consider serious. I've been skating for 12 years now. At this point, I'm pretty much skating every day. And sometimes people ask, don't you ever get bored of it? I don't, because that's just what I want to do. I would consider myself a perfectionist to a certain point. I would like to have it as perfect as possible, but it's more about the feeling. So sometimes the trick looked all right on film, but then it didn't feel right, so I want to do it again. I think the community has accepted skateboarding because you see it in commercials, more on TV, more people, guys and also even girls picking up skateboard. I've never been on a trip like this with like skateboards and then graffiti artists. I do look at skateboarding like it's an art form. We're both doing different things, but at the same time it's similar in a certain way.
I think both graffiti writers and skateboarders tend to look at an environment and see something different and how they can use that environment to their advantage. I feel like for the majority of the time that I've done graffiti, I had no idea what I was doing, but I kind of just stuck with it. It was real fun and it was a good challenge. I think a lot of young kids come up without meeting older writers who kind of like school them or put them onto stuff. I think kids learn a lot of stuff through a third party like the internet or books, and that has its own advantages, being exposed to different styles from regions that aren't local, but also not knowing common things like, oh, don't tag above someone's piece, don't go over someone who's better than you. That's kind of more lacking in a younger generation, or more prevalent. I work full-time as an artist. I've been able to travel all throughout Europe, went to New Zealand, been all throughout the States. It has that in common with skateboarding, that you could be into the same thing, not even speak the language as the person, and end up staying at their house and becoming good friends with them. That's been like one of the dopest things about being a writer, being able to see the world.
These guys have been going non-stop for the last 4 days, but we only have a few hours to get back to Ironlak, LA and set up for Soffel's pop-up show.
We got back and had pretty much a day to actually come up with the show. I brought a bunch of prints over, so I'd figured we'd show some of that stuff and then do a feature wall in the shop, just a couple of canvases as well, which ended up being like a live painting sort of thing because I didn't finish them. Sometimes if I'm planning a big wall, like I'll have just a bit of a rough sketch on paper first, but then I won't use that when I'm doing the wall. I don't believe in taking a sketch to the wall. I freestyle most of my pieces. I want it to fit the space. I want to map it out and sort of solve that part of the puzzle on the wall, and that way I can understand it more, I can work the idea more. There's definitely a crossover between painting walls and painting canvases, and I think it's taught me how to paint canvases differently. It's taught me how to paint canvases a lot quicker. I can do a messy background and then I can do some detail stuff over the top, which is, I guess, the same or similar process to how I'd be painting a wall. A lot of the girls that I've either seen in my life or had a girlfriend for a while, then the characters I paint start to have some of her features or capture some of her personality. I think, yeah, women are beautiful, obviously, so I like painting them. The show was really cool. We had Rove Boulevard DJing. It ended up being a really fun night.
The film's title is in reference to the complete focus and dedication all of the artists, athletes, and entrepreneurs have given to their craft. There is no in-between if you want to reach the height of your potential. We urge everyone watching to pick a side, win or lose, stand or fall.
This is Soffel's. I'm here at Ironlak LA with the Read the Label guys. and this is the end of the Standoff Fall tour with Mutant Pros and Red Bull.
I'm in the zone, boy. If you ain't going hard, what you going for? We need money by the truckload, so that means we gotta hustle. I'm in the zone, boy. If you ain't going hard, what you going for? We need money by the truckload, so that means we gotta hustle. I'm in the zone, boy. If you ain't going hard, what you going for? Y'all forcing me to go to war, abandon ship, man tossed overboard. Models and things, bang two and go to court. Bottles of James, thank you for your support. Rugby's back to your bros. Y'all mix matching your clothes. I promise till my casket is closed. Top 3 things in life, money, fashion, and I seen it happen at shows. Fans on the side saying that goes for show. You know they right, so they respect and love an artist when they know they right. This industry is more darker than the coldest night, and that's softer, so it seems like there's no daylight, but still, I'm in the zone, boy. You ain't going hard, what you going for? We need money by the truckload, so that means we gotta hustle. I'm in the zone, boy. You ain't going hard, what you going for? We need money by the truckload, so that mean we gotta hustle. I'm in the zone, boy. Shit, if you ain't going hard, then what you going for? I wreck this beat, plenty more I can wreck. I live like this, 24 hours left. Thinking the crumbs that I was left made me wanna get green thumbs from counting checks. When you got bills out the neck, holding on to the 98 dream of hopping out the Lex. A priority like eating rent. Now I'm at the label meeting, seeing me as them. Some mad cause I don't eat with them. Get yours, I'ma do my thing and chill. And I'm trying to do my thing for real. If anything get in my way, then anything get killed. Shall it be fulfilled, then so be it. This thing is real, but still, I'm in my zone, boy. So if you ain't going hard, then what you going for? We need money by the truckload, so that means we gotta